A man brought his mistress to the engagement party of the city's wealthiest tycoon. To his absolute shock, he discovered that the tycoon's future granddaughter-in-law was actually his own girlfriend. At first, he was convinced he must have mistaken her for someone else. After all, 3 years ago, he had framed her for a crime she didn't commit, sending her straight to prison. She was supposed to be behind bars serving her sentence at this very moment. There was no possible way she could have ever met the tycoon's grandson. But little did he know, the girl possessed an incredibly rare blood type. While she was in prison, she had donated blood to save the tycoon's grandson, who had been left in a critical coma after a horrific accident. Out of gratitude, the tycoon managed to secure an early release for her. But the moment the girl returned home, she walked in on the disgusting sight of her boyfriend with his mistress. It was only then she realized it was the wealthy mistress who had actually caused the fatal accident. And yet, her own boyfriend had manipulated her into taking the fall for it. Devastated beyond words, she chose to walk away and disappear quietly. She never imagined that the tycoon, once he learned the truth, would track her down and welcome her into his own home. He even introduced her to his grandson, the CEO. Initially, the CEO suspected she was just a gold digger trying to marry into wealth, so he warily proposed a marriage in name only. To his astonishment, the girl agreed without a moment's hesitation. The truth was, she only agreed to marry him because she had nowhere else to go and desperately needed a place to stay. The CEO couldn't help but wonder if he had completely misjudged her. When she finally appeared at the engagement party in a stunning gown, the CEO was left absolutely breathless. What surprised him even more was that despite looking so radiant, she remained incredibly humble and attentive. She personally assisted him in his wheelchair and kept a strict watch over his health, following the doctor's orders to the letter. She wouldn't even let him touch a single extra drop of alcohol. The guests were full of praise, seeing what a devoted and thoughtful wife the CEO had found. They couldn't help but ask which prestigious family the girl came from. Yet she openly confessed to everyone that she had actually grown up in an orphanage. That was the moment the CEO truly began to learn about her past. He found himself becoming more and more fascinated by her every second. This entire scene was witnessed by her treacherous ex-boyfriend. Only then did he finally confirm her true identity. The man and his mistress were terrified that she would seek revenge once she realized what they had done. Desperate, they immediately approached the CEO's bodyguards to spread poisonous lies. They claimed the girl was nothing more than a morally corrupt ex-convict. They urged the guards to report this scandal to the CEO immediately. Just then, seeing how well the girl and his grandson were getting along, the grandfather felt relieved and decided to leave on a trip. He wanted to give the two of them some much-needed private time together. As a result, the girl took on the full responsibility of caring for the CEO. That night, she even offered to help him wash up personally. The CEO was so flustered that he insisted on cleaning himself, but the girl felt that since she was living there, she had to do her part. Besides, if anything happened to the CEO, she wouldn't know how to face the grandfather. She insisted on assisting him with his care. As she helped the CEO get settled, the two of them accidentally tumbled onto the bed together. Terrified, the girl began to apologize profusely, but in that moment, the CEO found her absolutely captivating. He couldn't resist leaning in to kiss her, and just like that, the two of them shared a magical night together. But the very next morning, the CEO heard the news from his bodyguards. The girl was an ex-convict who had served time. Because of this, the CEO's suspicions were reignited. He followed the bodyguard's suggestion and deliberately gave all the household staff the day off. He forced the girl to perform all the heavy manual labor by herself. He wanted to test her true character. He had no idea that she had been framed and wrongfully imprisoned. Even worse, she was the very person who had saved his life with her own blood. And because of that massive blood transfusion, her body was still incredibly weak. She simply couldn't handle such a grueling workload.